rekey your path. Let rekey your path, y'all. Unless you right. Y'all doing? I'm back. Spiritual over material is the energy today, y'all, with Real Online Network. R.O.N will be coming through tonight as a guest. I'm excited to have him. I know he got a lot to give, a lot of knowledge to drop on us tonight. Playing a little bit of his music right now. I'm back. Giving people time to ask to come on here. So, I'm just playing some music until y'all come up on here, sliding on through y'all. So get time to come on in this live. Keep the music rolling. Keep the music rolling. Got to. I don't got like a playlist or nothing like that, so y'all have to bear with me when I'm over here playing this stuff. Alright. I hope they showing that I am live over here. I started at 10. Check this thing out. Okay, so I'm live. Make good to go with the live. Got me the letter like a method, nigga running some trees. Got the fire on the line on the running some trees. Like, well, I was trying to get my dream true, it is. I was like that, yeah, it's pretty good. I work, hey, it is what it is. I wish I could flip my camera somehow, but I ain't got that. Figure that part out. Hope y'all can hear me. Everything's good. Everything's good. Reparation was about. Spiritual over material. I'm going to be tapping into that energy tonight. Spiritual over material. We're going to be tapping into that energy with Real Online Network R.O.N tonight. We're going to tap into that energy. Get the vibes going. it's gonna be a dope ass night as usual. 'Cause everything I do is dope. People ask about my dopeness. I'm just kidding, y'all. Anyways, welcome back to Rekey Your Path. Earlier, we was on here having a good time, the vibe real. So we're gonna keep that flowing. We're gonna keep that flowing. I'm on one of my favorite platforms, where I can really see the light of the day. And, and I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. So we getting up in here. Okay, so I'm over here burning the sage and the energies. Y'all, I like to tell y'all right now, it's about to get real online. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Welcome to Rekey Your Path now. Glad to
What's
have you back.
indeed. I'm glad to be back. But it's very low.
Okay, I don't know why, but I can just check my sound and see if it's like,
I think your sound is low.
just what I said.
Your mic might be low.
Yeah, because I don't have my mic plugged up.
Uh,
Because last time I tried to have my mic plugged up, it was causing like issues with me hearing the guest when it came in. So I haven't been able to research.
I can't hear you.
Hold on, let me see what's going on. I'm gonna try to plug my mic up. If it don't work, I don't know. So hold on. Can you hear me?
It's just like very low. Can you hear me?
Now that I plug my mic up, I can't hear you.
Yeah, because hold on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
You know how to turn up the mic volume on the computer?
Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
Okay, that's a little better. Still low, but I can hear you.
Testing. Hello? Can you hear me?
Just very low.
Huh?
I can hear you. It's just very low.
Well, I got my mic on now.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just very low.
You sure it's not on your end?
Uh,
Because I can hear myself from my phone.
I can hear you. It's just you can hear me fine.
Yeah, you loud.
Okay.
I can hear myself pretty good from my phone, is what I'm stating. So I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Well, long as you can hear me, you don't have to hear me good, I guess. I won't know until other viewers get on here if because people quiet. I see, people that are on here, but they're quiet. But
Yeah,
um
probably like waiting for the technical.
well, if Taskmaster on here, he needs to let us know if he can hear us both pretty good. If Taskmaster is on here, Jen. If Jen is on here, Jen, are you here? I'll be trying to see if my moderators be here because they be quiet sometimes. So I have to. I normally don't start right away. I always be like, giving them time because, especially
Yeah,
when I use this stream, this other platform, the algorithm gotta, how it works. Shoot, I don't have to explain it to you. You the guru or the online guru here. Okay, Taskmaster said 10 10, so it was 10 10. So evidently, I hope you can hear us, and being that you letting us know that it's 10 10 time angel number. Can you hear us? Oh, Taskmaster just dropped that it was just 10 10 p.m., which is angel number 10 10.
right.
Can you hear us, Taskmaster? Because we got this
Not
title.
us. I know you can hear me. I'm wondering if we can hear you. I don't know why I can't hear you like that.
Oh, I can hear myself. I play myself from another device, and I can hear it pretty good.
Okay, well maybe it's my phone just low. Hold on.
You know, your phone ain't like the top when you're going from your phone. It ain't the top best, situation. They said. He said both of us are clear, so that's good. Okay, so we're here with Real Online Network, y'all, and his name Ron. He goes by R.O.N. Run. I don't know y'all heard me talk about him and stuff. I've shared the music and all kind of things. If y'all seen some dope work of mine for my commercial introduction, he's behind it. He can introduce himself. I wanted to ask you, Run, if you don't mind, can you kind of give us a little bit of in a nutshell of what you do, what you love to do, you know, and what you represent?
Um, it's so low on my end. I think it's so low.
Hey, Taskmaster said that we're both clear to him. He can hear us pretty good. It's your phone. I'm telling you, those phones on this platform is not the best.
Let
They
me try
said,
put Let me try putting my headphones on real quick.
okay. Okay, y'all, while we getting it ready, because we going to tap into some energy, I'm going to let y'all get to know Run a little bit. I don't want y'all to think I'm just slapping a stranger on here and y'all don't know the background. So I'm going to get a little bit, see if I can get a little background inside scoop, see what he going to feed us with
Okay.
today with knowledge.
Okay.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, it's still low, but I can at least it's close in. At least I'm smushing my ears together. So
Anyways, I was telling them that, of course, I don't want them to think we just drug a stranger and nobody up on here. So, you know what I'm saying? I tell them I'm saying we can get some inside scoop and information on you and see what it is that you represent, what you do, and whatever else you want to decide to share because you do multiple of things. You do
indeed.
so many things. I can't even list. It's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if I might cut you off because, like I said, to me it's very low. But first of all, shout out to everybody that comes to your channel and show the love. I watch sometimes and I'm seeing the positive energy that floats through your channel. So salute to all the angel faces out there that show Riki support. She's a very high vibration, high frequency person, and that's why we rock together so well. So I just want to say thank y'all for supporting the channel. We're late in the game with it. I'm working on my YouTube channel, but I've been doing several other things. On the material level, I do marketing. That's my primary area of focus. Of course, I'm a creative artist, but I do marketing for several different corporations and small businesses as well as like major businesses. Um, I don't know if you guys checked out the Millennial Tour, but that's one of my partners that I help out with. And it was very legendary. And they just wrapped up the show in Vegas. So we made it through the year safely with amazing content, amazing show, amazing performances and whatnot. But outside of doing that, I outside of helping artists, helping a lot of executives, I also help clothing brands like this one I have on, Triple OG. This is my
so,
personal hoodie, so it's a little raw, but
so
Triple OG, yeah, appreciate it. Triple OG, y'all might want to check that out if you're looking for some good material and triple OG brand.com and several other ones, Ace Step Beyond. I'll be here all day if I go into all the people I help and whatnot, so I don't want to do that. That's not what this show is about. On a spiritual level, um, I've dedicated. my whole entire life to divine alignment. And so that's how I operate, period. Like I function completely off the universe. So, and that gets hard, or it used to get hard. Now I mastered it, but it used to be hard because, when you're a spiritual deity, um, it's not easy on a physical plane. You know what I mean? So, right. So, but once you hit that master level, then it becomes a piece of cake. It becomes a walk in, as they say, a walk in the park and whatnot. But
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
that's why I
so
make many so I can get that piece of cake and walk in the park packed down.
okay, yeah. Well, that's the subject, right? Spiritual over material, right?
Yes,
Right.
spiritual material. When you hear that, when you say that, what is that? When explain what is the spiritual over the material essence. Like, what did that represent and mean?
Um, okay. Basically, most people focus their energy on, and I know y'all, my light is glowing and whatnot. Like it's like my light game sucks right now. But
So,
pointing out that, yeah, pointing out what I just pointed out, that would be me concerned with the material realm, right? So most people put those things in front of everything. So they base their movements, their emotions um, on the physical. So it's like they're allowing the outside to affect the inside. Everything they say has a cause and effect, but sometimes the effect can also be the cause. And that's usually happening when you're doing things in reverse. So the reason why I say spiritual over material is to say we were in a paradigm where the material mattered more than the spiritual. So all the things based on interacting with people, like if you didn't have a fly car, you didn't have fly diamonds and just fly clothes, and if you didn't have mansions and all this, excessive material things, then you weren't looked at as successful or attractive. And that's not just us everyday people, but it's also the countries that had, felt like they had more wealth, felt like they had more power. And now that's changed. There's been a realignment that took place, and they're trying to tell us that it didn't take place. So they're like trying to tell us, that how they try to tell you that you're in a certain time zone, and they try to, how they like set your clocks forward, set your clocks back,
yeah.
set your clocks forward, set your clocks back. Um, it's you know, and it's like what they're telling us to do doesn't mean that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that that's what the universe is doing. Um, it's funny to me when someone tries to tell you how old, and I respect people like Elon Musk. So this is not a shot at Elon Musk. It's just funny when people think that they can tell you how old the Earth is. Like
Yeah.
how is that possible to
Mm.
know exactly the age of the Earth? You can't even guess it. So when they be like, the Earth is roughly 3 billion, like how do you know that? That's impossible. There's not a machine or anything that can tell you how old the Earth is. So spiritual over
Interesting.
material is, hmm,
No, I just say interesting. That's I was also
oh,
saying.
oh,
I'm
oh,
listening.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so spiritual over material is just basically saying that instead of worrying about the expensive cars or the expensive shoes to impress a female, for an example, um, be more in tune to your spiritual side. You know what I mean? And present that first. Even because I know some people think, I hear watching your channel, I see a lot of people talking about love and relationships, and that fits in that same realm because a lot of people are approaching their relationship from a standpoint of materialism. So they're like, I haven't talked to him, I haven't seen him. Do you think we're gonna get back together? When the answer to that um, could also, I mean, not the answer, but the way to dealing with that can be dealt with inwardly instead of looking for the confirmation outwardly first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, so yeah, so I mean that's the gist. That's the gist of what spiritual material, is representing. Um, and I think most people will tell you that we're in the age of Pisces still. They like, well, we're still in the age of Pisces, and it hasn't made its way to Aquarius. I'm a disruptor, Ricky. I'm totally against the grain. So
Yeah, yeah, it's all good on Ricky, your bag.
okay, because I don't think that I think there's levels and different realms and different just different levels basically. And I think that some things are relative on some levels and some things are not relative on other levels. And then some things that are relevant on those other levels are not relative on the other levels. So as crazy as that sounds. So some people think that they say that we're in the age of Pisces. I'm one of those people that believe that no matter what your zodiac sign is, you can actually utilize all of them. You don't have to just stick with one. So you don't have to
Yeah,
say, hey, I'm a Scorpio. I can only be a Scorpio. I can only deal with Scorpio energy or the energies that matches my sign. That's cool if you haven't aligned yourself completely. But if you align yourself completely, then you can do almost like the Transformers. You could transform to whatever you need to be. You might say, hey, today I need to be a lion. So I'm a summons that Leo frequency. Today I'm
right.
gonna be a bull. I'm gonna summons that Taurus and so on and so on. And so spiritual over material, it dwells in all zodiac signs. It's not just one sign or one pertaining to one particular, horror, you know, um, astrology sign, but it goes into all facets.
Yeah,
And I think if people put that first, then they would realize that a paradigm shift had happened and that we're not in the age that they're telling us that we're in. The, in the Aquarius age, they say it's going to be a lot of technical advances, technology advances, and stuff like that. And they say that we're going to experience a lot more of equality in sex. And they have this whole list of different things that the Aquarius age would bring. I'm trying to bring it up to just read some of them.
okay.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I'm gonna read this. In the age of Aquarius, the power is turning over to the individual and giving the freedom for you to choose your own reality based on what aligns with your soul. Adam Cisse, he's an astrologer. So that was a quote from him. That quote does resonate with me.
Yeah, me too.
Um, yeah. The funny thing about it though, it resonates with me on the level that he said it, but it also resonates with me on a level above that because we could have been doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, you could have done that at any time. So it doesn't require a shifting of the planets for that to happen. But what I will say is that with that shift that took place, it did speed things up for it to happen for those people that have struggled with trying to align themselves. You know what I mean? People have been finding out that they're not crazy, that what they thought about all this time was right. And then
Right.
you still have some people questioning it. But in this new era, you're not gonna have to question it. You're not gonna have to second guess it, you know. And if you still are questioning it or second guessing it, then it's your own fault. You're just playing with your divinity.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much some of the gist of it. Do you want me to do what y'all do with some of the? Is that what you want me? I don't know on your show.
Well, I was just trying to let them know who you are a little bit and what your, insight is on life and an outlook on, the spiritual and material world, so they can kind of know who you are. You introduce yourself pretty good. I wanted to see if you can give us a, card read maybe and pick up some energy for today before because, I'm just waiting till the viewers continue to get on here because, normally I rock and run my mouth when everybody roll up in here and stuff. So I wanted it to give them some of the real energies tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right, right. Real
and
deal.
so
I'm gonna share it on my wall, or I'm gonna pull a card, but I'm gonna share it on my wall.
that's fine. I
Is
was
that
trying to,
cool?
yeah, that's what I was trying to do to see if I had it on my wall and I had to click back over so I could see. But I think it's on mine. You tagged it, so yeah, we good. It's
Oh,
showing.
does it? Okay. So does let me see. I know I had tagged that I was going live, but I don't know. I wanted to actually tag the actual
Live.
live
Yeah,
itself.
I get
Yeah.
what. Yeah, because for some reason my algorithm don't pick up the same as quick when I'm using it directly through YouTube. That's the only thing about these apps that I
Oh,
got.
with streaming, I see what you're saying.
It's not the same algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let's just see what it. Well, I guess it does do the same thing. When you share it, it doesn't go. It don't share the video. It shares the thumbnail. So okay,
Which
that's
is
there.
weird, but yeah, I see the thumbnail. I can
Yeah.
go in there, I believe, and change that thumbnail, but it's not gonna show us.
No, it's cool. I just thought it would show the video. Like, I thought it would just show the live, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna while we chilling, I'm gonna pull a card up.
Okay, just see what the energies is for the month, the end of the month, I guess. I don't know. That'd be dope.
Okay. Well, being that it's about to be knowledge cipher, understanding cipher, um, and Taskmaster had put up knowledge cipher, and today is knowledge. I well, the month is knowledge. Um, we're gonna see what it do, and I do mine's different. So the, what is that? The swords. I'm not a tarot reader, so I
The
don't know
ten
what this card is called.
of swords,
Huh?
the ten of
The
swords.
ten
You
of
said
swords.
10,
Okay.
10.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's divine. That's divinity right there. Cause see, I don't know these cards at all, so I'm just pulling it off of straight divinity. Eh, So, ten of swords. We're gonna lay them out first. I'm gonna pull all the ones I got in my hand. What is this called?
Look like the 10 of staffs. I
Oh,
can,
okay.
let me see. Put it back up.
It's got 10 at the top, I think.
Uh-huh. You gotta, yeah, it's 10 of staffs. Yeah. So you put another 10. Uh-huh.
Yes, I did. That's for you, Taskmaster. 10-10. We called it out. So we started with 10-10. All right, all
10,
right.
10.
And and this says at the bottom what it is, the star.
Yeah.
hmm says at the bottom what it is,
The Queen of Wands.
the Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. So this is the little book I'm supposed to read.
Oh, you can put your own insight.
Okay,
It's whatever you want.
okay, right. See why? Okay, the the divine meaning, whatever is intimidated by the design, also pain, affliction, tears, sadness, disillusion. Reversed is advantage, profit, success, favor, but none of these are permanent. Also, power and authority, a prostrate figure pierced by all the swords belonging to the card.
Yeah, that's
Right.
in reverse, but it wasn't in reverse, so it was the first one you read.
Okay. Okay, we're not gonna do the book because yeah, we're not gonna do the book. The words are just too tiny for me. I'm gonna do the divinity. I'm gonna go off of here.
Thank
So yeah, 1010, which was what Taskmaster put up there. Um, knowledge cipher, knowledge cipher, and with the 10 swords and the I don't. I think what this what matters more than these pictures on here is the fact that the alignment of
ten
what
ten.
Taskmaster put on the screen, 1010, me breaking down the 1-1 and the knowledge, that is real time execution of uh, divinity. And they call it tarot. I call it divine alignment for the results or whatever.
So you say
The
execution.
star, hmm?
So you say execution. Hold them two cards back up because it look like one person is going through an execution on their card.
The swords.
Look like somebody would be executed with 10 swords, stabbed. That's execution right there.
Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with the cards because you know what I'm saying? I know it's I know it's probably like a spiritual
No, let
execution.
me,
I
yeah, no, right. Like I'm saying, like you said, 1010 is ciphering back around. It's like what you said, spiritual over material. You see what I'm saying? A
okay.
sword will be something material because you can purchase it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going into the spiritual, which is your body, your flesh. So I was just saying that it was ciphering back around through that.
Oh, I get you. Right, because then it comes back with somebody holding
They took
ten
that
sticks.
pain and them swords and that energy and ciphered it around and built something from it, is what I got from the two cards you pulled.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you're good at this. And and the star has a naked woman on it.
Oh,
Like so the star in the back, how I can relate to that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. It's 8 stars. How I can relate to that is with the star being in the middle is representing knowledge cipher, adding to uh, understanding. So this would be one, two, three. You know what I mean? So this would be
yes.
knowledge, not knowledge, wisdom, and then understanding, which is the star.
So
The
knowledge would
female
be
gives
so
birth.
what you saying knowledge would be the 10 of swords, the execution, and then after the execution
The
happened, you went
wisdom.
in the wisdom of building from what had happened through that execution to being a star. A new star is born, meaning you're going into the rising of the energy. Okay, I get it. I get it. It makes sense.
You're right, right. Exactly, exactly. And with the water flowing, that has to represent something. That has to represent currency, eternal water.
Your cup is
Water is what Bruce.
full. Water is
not
manifestation.
full. Yeah,
Yeah, water is manifestation.
right, right, and it's also representing the seed growing and stuff like that. That's why she's pouring into one and dropping it on the other because it's all the same.
Mm.
So I get that. I don't really know why her titties are out, but
I
could be
guess,
Kundalini.
yeah, I guess, we was born with our titties and stuff out. We came out with no clothes on. So I can see why it represents how we were first, naturally out the womb energy. So I get
Yeah,
necklace.
it ties into the spiritual versus material. You know what I'm saying? She like, I don't
I
fuck the
don't need
materials. I don't need no clothes. I'm just
yes.
butt
Free.
naked out here.
Free. Yeah.
Right. So then tell me, build on the yeah, because after that one, this one came around.
Yeah, that's the queen of one. She's fully cloth now. She was starting fresh. And now she's, fully
Back.
manifesting back, you know, not through the material way, but her spiritual way. That's why she got a cat right there too, because once you and then you see the two lions behind her that represents basically her being protected, her royalty. She understood who she was and that she could tap in, like you said, and manifest and all that was something that we don't have to wait on. We could have been did that. She tapped into that essence of knowing she can attract without it being from a materialistic review. When she spiritually gained everything back that she was executed of. For me, a person, if a
Right.
person have felt they've been executed in life, they was able to have a spiritual awakening involved into that Queen of Wands energy.
Right. Right. Right.
But you
Right.
can
Right. Makes
do
sense.
everything and be down ass naked and still, what I'm saying, be able to come back. It's like a baby being born and you put the clothes on it, you know.
Right. Right. That makes sense too.
That's what I pick up.
And
I don't.
then yeah, no, that makes sense. And then it's a black cat in the front.
Yeah, which is good luck.
Right. Cats.
Last
Cats.
we were talking about black cats yesterday.
Yeah, I was, wasn't I? Yeah, I
I
was
said,
talking about black.
me and
Mhm.
Taskmaster was too.
Oh yeah, I was talking that with Medicine Man about black cats. I was
Oh.
saying that. Yeah, I was saying that they always try to make it seem like black cats are bad luck.
Oh my God, I said the same thing to Taskmaster.
Yeah,
Wow, you said it yesterday too?
yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
that's crazy. Ciphering back around again. Knowledge cipher, knowledge cipher.
yeah.
Mm.
And so black cats to me are not bad luck. I think I think every creature that the universe provides us with is I just don't believe in negative things. I don't think you should say any animal is bad luck. You know what I mean?
I know that's
Uh,
what I'm telling him. He asked, would I get a black cat? I say, yeah. He said, even though they say they're bad luck, I said, they're not bad luck. I said, they'll try to say if it crossed one side is bad luck, if it crossed the other side is good luck. I said, that's superstitious stuff, and they're really not bad luck at all. I would definitely get a black cat.
mhm. Yeah, and then some of them will say a black cat is bad luck, and of course that's a shot at the color black,
Yeah.
or the perception black or whatever. But then at the same time, everybody loved the Black Panther, like what I mean. So you know
The Black
what were you
Panther,
trying to do there? Yeah,
the Black Panther died.
technically
So is it a cat still bad luck because it ended up dying?
no, it's not at all because you don't really die. Energy never dies; it only transforms, and he wasn't. The Black Panther was a movie versus him being a spiritual, being and deity. So he never died. He only transformed. When you when you when you leave this physical, you just only thing that happens is you just leave. It's just like getting out your car. You know what I'm saying?
Concept of the
Your
Black
car
Panther
getting a
dying in it all. I didn't like the fact that
hmm?
they put that I didn't like the fact that they put that energy out there of even a Black Panther, anything that's black or that's a panther dying. Being that I know the history behind the whole Black Panther thing,
Yeah,
I thought that was a
yeah, some
subliminal of a weird essence to me. I don't know.
yeah. Somebody, Gabrielle, she said it's a misunderstanding omen. Maybe it's not bad luck, but a symbol of the dark and deeper emotions happening. Yeah,
Yeah,
and but anything dark, let's build. I appreciate that, Gabrielle. Is it Gabrielle? I think it's
yeah,
Gabrielle. Well, yeah. Um,
hey
let's
Gab.
let's build on that. Let's build on that, Gab. Things that are dark is there's the okay. Now this is gonna be Ricky. You warned them, right? You told them you
I
know,
don't have to
I
warn
have a
people to
different.
go yeah, because we were just talking about this because they turn
Okay.
black magic into negative things and everything too. So I get it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, because some of the dopest shit goes down in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, fucking, it goes down in the dark. Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can use the lights, but you know, in the dark, if you sometimes do, have sex in the dark, you have to go off your senses more than just your visual. You know what I mean? So it's more like a more intimate, and you feeling things more with with your hands, with your, whatever you're using. And so inside of darkness, there's a lot of information, and you can't be afraid to go into the darkness for that information. You know what I mean? And that's emotional wise as well. So you might have some very dark, what they would label dark thoughts. Um, ex- Explore them dark thoughts and analyze them, and see what it is. Dark doesn't mean evil. I want to be clear on that. Dark doesn't mean evil, because you think that, like, like somebody might say, okay, it's a dark thought. I thought about slapping the hell out my mama. They'll say that's a dark thought. It's like, it's not dark if you thought about that it would hurt her or whatever else you might have thought about, or you might have just felt that rage at the moment and you needed to express that energy inwardly. So it's not it's not evil. It's only becomes evil if you
Queen, go to bed,
allow it.
girl.
Huh?
No, I was talking to Queen. I told her to go to bed because she
Uh,
is
what up,
cute.
Queen?
She
Oh,
said
I
he's
appreciate that, Queen. I
cute.
see
This
it.
is Run, Real Online Network.
I appreciate that you think I'm cute while I'm all raw and whatnot. That's real. I
The
appreciate that. I'm raw as a motherfucker right now. And then this is the other card that came up.
Knight of Wands. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to build on that first?
Well, I feel like that's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? There was a woman that was naked with the water, by water, and then the woman was fully clothed, and then you can tell there's a king involved. You know what I'm saying? Some knowledge that's entering
Yeah.
inside of it with her, like
Oh yeah.
bringing in the essence of you know royalty moving forward in life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
A warrior.
Yes. Yeah. So that was dope what you just said. How we broke down all that
Completed the
before, and then when you
yeah.
hmm?
Now it basically completed the cipher again, like how it ciphers back around. You know,
Right. So that's one, two, three, four, five. And then I'll pull this up like this and do it like this, and that is what? What's the check? You there? Your screen is not there.
yeah, two people came together. That's the chariot card where two people came together, bringing peace. Because I feel like that's the black and white. Look at you, you got on black and white today,
Right.
matches in it.
Check, check.
And then I'm over here trying to rock my black and white.
Check,
But
check.
anyways, you moving forward. Them two people are moving forward. Like they've been through things, but yet no matter what, the universe kept ciphering it back around because they were in that spiritual over material. They was coming from the spiritual over material energy, is what I'm picking
Right,
up.
right, right. And then I like how we were just building on black cats.
Yeah, and they was able to gain all that back. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They was able to
I,
gain all that from a spiritual essence, not because of like money or you know how people go and just focus, like you said. But go ahead, what you saying about the black cat?
I was saying we were just building about a black cat, and now you have the pharaoh head lion, basically the Sphinx, which is the king of the jungle, king of all the cats, and you have a black and a white one there. And I think that's pretty dope. And they have the pharaoh head on, which represents
Oh yeah,
royalty.
yes, the black
Yeah,
cat
so
is
that
right there, and it's showing the white cat too, so it shows both
right,
elements.
right. And
Because
that's
you know they
that
try
the
to divide
way
two colors so much,
they try to what?
to separate and use those colors against each other so much.
Yeah, when in reality, those uh, color is really uh, all the colors. You mix all the colors together, you get black, and so therefore, inside of every color is basically the same. The same color. Like this color is just like how can I play it? Color is more based on your optical illusion than it is on a reality of energy. You know what I
True.
mean? I know that they say that your screen is you know, or maybe it's not. Okay, I see you. Um, the I know the chakras. They describe the chakras like behind you. They describe those based on colors, but they're not about colors. It's about vibration, and those colors are kind of like your name. Me calling you Riki. That's not who you are as a being. That's just a label for you to identify. So it's a form of communication. So that's what's the colors are the same thing. Colors are
Right.
like names. It doesn't mean anything other than like if I say, "Hey, Ricky," and you say, "Well, today, I don't want to go by Ricky no more. I want to go by Tabitha." And if you decide that, I'll start calling you Tabitha, and then it doesn't matter because it's not your spiritual deity, your spiritual energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's only used as a form of communication. So you know that shit is like so low level. And to go back to what we're talking about, the spiritual and material, um, if you are wanting success, don't go after the money first. If you're wanting love, don't go after the physical side of the confirmation first. Put everything first in the spiritual realm, and then the things that you're trying to achieve will manifest. Because it does. I don't even want to use the word it will manifest because it's already there. So nothing has to manifest. Everything's already here. You just have to fully accept who you are. But if you're putting the material in front of the spiritual, you're never gonna accept who you really are. You're gonna keep, you're gonna keep playing with it because you're gonna think, I need this watch to feel better, or I need this car. If I get a car, I can get to work, or I can go do some of the things I want to do. So then you put all your energy on how do I get this car, or how do I get so and so. Scratch all that. That can drive you crazy. It can waste a lot of time. Just go inwardly, spiritually, move only off of intuition and instinct, and then pay attention because everything that you're looking for is already there. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You just can't be the one trying to do it from a material, material perspective. You know what I mean? So, you want to hit me with
I had this
some
energy,
questions?
I pulled this card too over here. You said that
Mm.
Leo, the lion energy, you said if that person wanted to become a Leo that day, they could. And then you talk about
Hmm.
success, and I pulled confidence is your key to success. And you talking about tapping into your spiritual, so I wanted to circle that back around again, that knowledge. But what were you asking me? Did I want to do what now?
Oh wow, confidence is key to your success. I was just reading that card.
Yeah, you must got a little delay.
And no, on the I'm looking at it on two screens. On my phone, there's no delay, but then I'm looking at it on this other screen too.
Yeah, the Leo.
Um,
You said if a person wanted to come, you might want to become a Leo because you wanted to be a lion, so you might become a Leo that day. And you was talking about all
right,
that. It led to me pulling that card from the energy cipher and back around.
right,
And you
right,
ended with the word success, and that's what it was saying. Confidence is the key to success, which I tell a lot of
right,
people that, which is the spirituality
right.
to take within. So I thank you for sharing that. That was very deep, real true. That was real true, true for real. Because dark is, darkness. A lot of people be afraid of dark, and black, dark. They programmed to be afraid of it even at an early age. There are some children, even adults, that still don't like sleeping in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And they go
right,
through life of light fearing so much stuff because they already can't deal with darkness. So even if something come in their life that looks dark, they don't know how to cope with it because they're still afraid of the dark, the dark, just the word dark, or the black, just that energy period, which they shouldn't be that way. I don't know how people can
right,
come out of that, when they become afraid of the dark for so long and so many years, and then they get older and still gotta sleep with a light on. I don't know
right.
where that come from, but you
There's
know,
nothing wrong with illumination either. It's just like you said, it's a they used to say about balance. I don't think it's about balance in the age of and this is personal opinion. I don't think it's about balance in the age of Aquarius. I think it's about fuck the balance, just fucking do and stop questioning what it is that you do. And that's how I operate. I don't operate on like, oh well, we have to have this balance and all this traditional structure. I feel like those are the things that have kept us behind. So I'm triple OG, so I'm from the generation X. You know what I mean? I just, I'm not ashamed of the fake age that they try to put us in. You know what I mean? But they call us Generation X, and then they call them the millennials, then they have Gen Z and whatnot. And I feel like um they'll say, well, Gen Z, man, they're in for it and whoop, whoop, whoop. But when you get outside all of the marketing strategy, media hype, and you just look at the pure essence of the era that we're in, that's when you can tap into um seven higher senses: clairvoyance, astral projection, telekinesis, just doing things outside of the normal realm of the structures that they told us about. So you don't have to have metaverse in order to actually do the things that they're talking about doing inside of a metaverse. I mean, it's like the metaverse that they have coming, where we're about to go into artificial intelligence, you know, diaspora or whatever, like they're about to bring that into. That's a part of the transition that happened with the paradigm shift of the age of Aquarius, where, like I said, it's going to be more technology, but the most sophisticated technology that they'll try to say is not technology, they'll try to say a plant is not technical. You know what I mean? But a plant is very technical, and the whole earth is technology. I think I might have went there last time, but I feel like Mother Earth is the mothership.
uh-huh.
So uh, a lot of people like the mothership is coming. I'm like, man, we've been on the mothership.
Hmm.
Just stop thinking that the mothership is small, because it's not.
Hmm.
If you include every astrological sign and understand that is It's almost like, let's think kind of, and I got to do this so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. It's like think of it being an 18 wheeler. You know what I'm saying? And the 18 wheeler has a bunch of wheels that rotate and whatnot, and then it has the engine and everything to make it go. Well, that's this galaxy. To me, this whole galaxy is a mothership. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you don't have to um, you don't have to try to decode things. You can have fun on it, but you can also um, almost like what Puff Daddy and them do with the music. You can remix shit, so you can you can, because that's all metaverse is what I'm getting at. There's no thought that you have in your mind that you can't produce on the outer. But if you're the person that's reacting to someone else thought that they put on the outer, then you're not bringing your creativity and your divinity into the atmosphere on the mothership. And it's cool if you don't. You might just want to say, hey, I just want to have fun and do something. So, but if you have your own individual concepts and ideas to bring to the table, the age of Aquarius leaves all the room open for that to be happening at an alarming rate. You know what I'm saying? So when you think technology, and they say economic disruption. So I'm gonna read this real quick about economic disruption. That cool?
Okay, someone just donated too. I don't know who it was for question. But
Oh, okay. Well, I can pause and wait. I can wait.
okay, I don't know who it was just yet. So
Oh, okay.
they're
So
gonna
you want
probably
me to wait or read?
Gabrielle Gab, she donated. Okay, Gab. So you got a question? Thank you for the donation, by the way. Gab.
While she was making that donation, I was pulling the card and that popped up.
The high priestess.
Yeah, it's funny. That's
Wait,
I was looking at it while you were saying it. Huh?
well, she said she can wait because she enjoying the conversation. It's what you were
Okay.
about to say. So
Well, side note, Gab, while you were making a donation, I didn't know who she was saying, and I just opened up the deck, and this is at the top. So I don't know, Ricky. We can build on that soon.
the high priestess.
Uh,
Yes, that's the high priestess. That card right there, that shows somebody who is divinely connected with the spiritual, and they understand the flow of things in life. That's why I look like she has water on for like clothes, because she understands the flow of life. I don't know why that looks like a cat sitting on half of a moon down there, but it's like she revolves around things. Like she know what abundance is. When she comes across her energy, things grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you touch things and they say it turns to like gold type energy, that's what I get when I see that high priestess type. It's like justice, peace. You see how the
right.
chest is on the side, like the cats were, the black and the blue, the black and the white. That's balance.
Hmm.
That's balance energy, what you was talking about not
Hmm.
knowing, it's like balance from that dimension, but another dimension of balance, spirituality.
Right. What I vibe off I see everything you were saying. What I vibe off of it, um, just the high priest. What I know about the high priestess itself is that it's definitely been talked about inside of religion. You know what I mean? In religion, they have, you see the cross. So in religion, it's talked about, but on the divinity level and the spiritual level, high priest represents order also. You know what I mean? Like divine order, meaning like, hey, oh, no matter what's going down, this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it makes me think of Melchizedek when I see the high priest, and then the high priestess would have to be the wisdom of Melchizedek and the wisdom of divine order. But economic disruption. Saturn in Aquarius square Uran- Uranus in Taurus may mean a few pain points for your year ahead, given The transit has historically meant economic strife. As we look back in history, this particular transit has implications of major economic disruptions as an Aquarian Saturn rules connection structures like banks and large scale financial institutions, which brings tension. So, economic disruption this was supposed to be taking place in the age of Aquarius, which we all know that has happened. So we know
Yeah.
that with the government shutdown, the stimuluses and the bailouts and all that stuff that's been going on, that's all the energy that they're saying that was going to be taking place in this, in this era, in this age. What I wanted to put there that they're not saying is they call it disruption. And I understand that, but what they're not saying is they're not saying that before they was talking about that, they was talking about the emphasis on technology, and then it goes into economic destruction. The reason why they put the technology first is because they know that there is a new form of currency coming. So the new form of currency that everybody's talking about is cryptocurrency and digital currency. So when you talk about the metaverse, the new form of currency, we needed something that could disrupt the old system that wasn't working for everybody because it was created at a time frame when we were in a different era without all this modern advancement of inspiration and equalization amongst, what I'm saying, different entities to where I don't think you can be the most you can be the most I gotta say hatefulest person right now, and then you're gonna have to find a way to love something that you did not know that you was gonna be forced to love. That's the kind of energy that's going on right now. So people are learning, like, damn, I thought I didn't like this motherfucker, and I gotta, but I'm in a situation where I can't allow me not liking him affect me to the point to where it makes me like him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say like him, I mean like be like him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you have to find, like, if you got love of yourself, you can like anybody. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you have to allow them to abuse you, use you, and do you dirty. But that's the era that we're in where nothing fucking matters. I promise you. And you should try things in this era. And I think Steve Jobs said it. And we know he was one of those minds that was not stuck in one paradigm. He was a mind that he was advanced. So while everybody's like the age of Aquarius, when it gets here, when we get out this Pisces age, or whatever age we get out of, things will change. Steve
Right.
Jobs he was one of those people that could hop through ages and bring the creativity from those ages. He could hop through the astrology, play with the zodiac signs, and then bring you the iPhone or something. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
push you further. So that's what you can do. Because I was saying all that to say his quote. He said, I think it was Steve Jobs. It was either Steve or Mark, but one of them talking about, Steve Jobs, try things like poke things, like squeeze and poke things. And if you do that, something will come out on the other end. And so you got to try stuff. You
Right.
got to just, and then do what Kanye said one time. I was trying to look what to call myself as an artist for the longest. I've been like, I don't know what the fuck I am. I just know that I love music. Uh, I love graphics. You know what I'm saying? I love all kind of anything that's dealing with creativity. I just love that. But I don't know. I didn't have no label for myself. People be like, so what are you? I'd be like, shit, what you need me to be? You know what I'm saying? But Kanye crazy ass gave me a concept when he said you're a process. He said he's a process artist, and I was
Right.
like, that's what I am
That's
because I'm somebody
why
that'll
they say
start
trust the
something,
process.
huh?
That's why they say trust the process. But go ahead.
Right, right, exactly. So yeah, he helped me come to that conclusion that okay, I can take that one process artist because I will show someone what I'm doing as it's still being created. You know what I mean? I'll show someone the
Right.
process of my art. So you might get a song from me and be like, damn, this shit raw. And then I'll be like, yeah, now it sounds better. Now I just added some more drums, or now I just added this. You know what I mean? Now I added that. Same with the videos. You know how, me and you done some videos and, we just be like, hey, put that out for now. We'll add some more later, you know. And I
Yeah, all the
think
time.
yeah, and I think that's where we're at. So I think in not just art, but in business and everything, just try a lot of stuff. And that's what the title spiritual over material it is. It's saying, hey, just
Can you
because
see
it may
the
look
comments?
like it hasn't materialized, go ahead and look at it in the spiritual. I'm sorry, what you say?
Can you read the comments? Gab was saying something. She was. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, wow, let me see all that. Can't wait,
Try
enjoying the
to keep up with
conversation.
they
Yes,
saying.
no words. 1 second, I wrote it on. It's been a profound couple of days. Would like some clarity. Long story short, unexpected. You can see it?
Yeah, I'm
Because
letting
I
you
think
read.
she's the one talking to you.
She
Oh,
talked
long
both.
story short, unexpectedly took acid, had my first ego death, realized the power of my thoughts and needed for control that I need to drop and relinquish. What steps should I take now, knowing this? I can relate to that when you're an artist. People try to put you in a box and placement that limits what you create. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I think her question it was long story short, unexpectedly took acid, had my first ego death, realized the power of my thoughts and need for control that I need to drop and relinquish. What steps should I take now knowing this? Um, I'm trying to get a grasp of what
Me
she's
too.
asking because see, I've done drugs before.
Did
You
it
know what I'm
so
saying?
I
I've
could.
done Yeah, I've done ecstasy before. So, and when you say drop, do you mean like drop? You know what I'm saying, or do you mean like drop? Because I don't understand full context. Um, I understand the part of the ego death,
Yeah, I
realize the
needed to
power of
drop
my
and
thoughts.
relinquish.
Is she saying okay? We're just trying to get out of my ego more. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay, I get what you're saying.
okay.
How to get
So
out your
Ricky,
ego
you
more. So okay. Yes, what step you should take to how to get out of your ego more. Ooh, I know I got to give this back to Run because he does speak a lot on recognizing and not letting your ego get to you and prevent you from things. He does break down a great logic. So Run, if you don't mind, because you be talking about people and their egos a lot and how it can
yeah
block.
yeah I'm big on ego. Um, well, okay. So energy in motion is emotions, right? So ego is not more powerful than you are. And I know it may not technically supposed to fit in the category of emotion, but it is an emotion. And if you, one of the steps to get out of your ego is to take it's time to resolve negativity. Yeah. Um, release negativity. Yeah. So, but one of the ways to a step towards getting out of your ego um, is by first understanding that emotions is based on energy and motion. So it's about shifting your energy to inwardly versus it's funny because that fits on the topic versus outwardly. So your ego needs the material. Your inner goddess or God doesn't need anything. It may look like ego, but that's not ego. So you have to spend some time understanding the difference between your emotion and your ego that's based on the materials or the physical realm, because this is, and to give you an example, this is what the ego will do to you. The ego will say, man, I'm the realest motherfucker in here. You know what I'm saying? And everybody needs me in order to pull this shit off. If they don't have me, this shit ain't gonna go right. That's the ego, right? The the emotional side during the trip, I was stuck in thought patterns and loops. I couldn't stop. Right. During the inner side is to say, hey, um, nothing else matters. Even if they don't know who I know who I am, and I don't have to prove it to no one, and I don't have to go there and make someone understand or comprehend that I'm the person to do this. It's going to focus more on how much you can do for yourself, and then don't get stuck with the loop inside of the loop of thoughts. Don't think that, don't confuse your divinity, your God self, with your ego, because that's the tricky thing about the ego, is because you'll be sitting here feeling good about yourself, and then the ego will tell you that you should make others feel bad for feeling good about yourself. So you got to make sure that you're not doing that. So step one is recognizing that there's power in yourself that looks just like your ego. So you got to make sure that you really are dealing with an ego, and that you're not dealing with the power of your God self. You know what I mean? Because if you're aligning yourself, and even if you're not the only person that have done some drugs. I don't recommend drugs to nobody. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a drug is needed to trigger an illusional self. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The real self does not require a drug. The real self can get high off the energy that the universe already provided. However, it's just like coffee, though, or just like anything. If you want to do something, it's up to you. You know what I mean? But you have to make sure that's your ego. It's not your ego telling you that that's what you want. You got to make sure that's your divine self telling you that's what you want. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a person to judge anybody for anything they do. Because I've had friends that have done cocaine, uh, all kind of drugs, and like I said, I've done X
But you
before.
know, it's
Someone
weird.
could have looked at me.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I'm cutting you off. My fault. I was saying it's weird that she said that she had her first ego death. Normally, drugs would increase some people's ego and start making them, even more egotistical. But
That's
it's
good. That's good, Gab.
like a wake up for her. It seems like with
Yeah,
ego
yeah.
versus it did the opposite.
Hmm.
Because of her powers, it did the opposite, and it helped her recognize it more after that event.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what sometimes I can share what I've experienced with somebody that might can they might you share experiences, so then the person can probably relate to the experience.
Yeah.
So when I did ecstasy, right, I was like, you drink the water, all you need is the water. I was like, man, wait a minute, where it took me at was just like, um, you talking about ego. You know what I'm saying? I was going to die. I had a trip so hard and I thought I was going to die. I almost died, but stopped my breathing and passed out. In that moment, I felt like a trapped animal thrashing around, hurting myself more.
Oh,
Yeah,
mhm.
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting at. Because with the ecstasy, I I I had an ego death too, because I was wilding. I was having so much fun. Like I was just doing a whole lot of things that I know was too crazy to be doing. And then I realized, you realize I'm not in control. And then once you realize, because in the moment you feel like you're in control, you know what I'm saying? In the moment you like, shit, what? What? I run through that wall. You know what I'm saying? I can jump off this balcony. I could do all kind of stuff. That's how it makes you feel. But then you realize once it all comes down, you start being like, damn, you know what I'm saying? The crash is serious. Like it'll fall over. It was only when I let go I was able to realize how much stuff I was holding on to and I needed to work through. Right. And and
So
and
it was
it's a high Gab. It is a high in that itself. And I'm talking about the last thing you just said, when you realize how much stuff you was holding on to and what you need to work through. There's enjoyment in working through it. You know what I mean? That's why it's like a process artist. You know what I'm saying? It's enjoy the process of not doing something that could be destroying you based on your ego. You know what I mean? Your ego allowing you to feel more power or more authority because of a drug or something. You know what I mean? You can find that same power in letting it go by there's enjoyment in letting it go. You just have to make that a party too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to quit anything, you have to make it a party. If you was willing to make it a party to do it, you have to be willing to make it a party to stop it.
yeah, that's
You know
why
what I'm
she's
saying?
doing it again. She said she never did it before, and she definitely ain't, doing
Oh,
that
she
again.
never did it before. It was her first time doing it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought she was like
she didn't
normally
plan
doing
on
it.
it. No, this was something that just randomly happened, and she wasn't planning it or
Oh,
anything.
oh well,
And
shit.
it was
Yeah.
in a big level. That's like when I got drunk for the first time, and like it was like the whole world was moving, and it was just the wrong thing. I was trying to be a expert, and I was mixing liquor, white and brown liquor, and that shit didn't
Yeah.
hit right, and I didn't want to drink no more. After that, that's why I never
Yeah.
was a drinker, and I never will be a drinker because that was a lesson. When I couldn't understand where the next morning, why my pants was down to my ankles, and my son had to stay with my sister that night, it was just out of control. So I was like, that was enough for me right there. I don't like being out of my mind.
Right.
So experiences happen, you right? So
So she said, yes, thank you. I agree for sure. During that trip, I was telling my friend that it was the most spiritual experience of my life, and humans aren't supposed to do that shit. I'm immortal, laughing out loud.
I'm ready to die.
Yeah, yeah. Because you know, Native Americans, Native Americans used to do all shrooms, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? In order to reach other dimensions. I just know that there's a way of tapping into all those dimensions without having to do the hardcore drugs to do it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, because people be wanting to
Because
take shrooms and stuff, saying they want to be able to tap into, you know.
yeah, another realm and whatnot. And I've seen those other realms, but the thing about those other realms is they're blurry and you, you can't stay in there because then if you stay in there, you know, you end up lost and you're not doing it based on your spiritual alignment, you're doing it on an illusional alignment. You know what I
Right.
mean? But you can do that same fucking thing, I promise you. You just gotta do it when you're doing it without the drug. You have to do it you have to accept that you're doing it. That's the
Right.
hard thing. The drug makes it easy for you to accept it because it's not the drug that does it. Actually, it's your mind that's doing it. The drug
Yeah.
is like like you have a toothache, so you take a pill. The tooth is still in the same condition, but it's just making you think that you did something. So then you feel like the pains went away, but it's really just a mind trick. It's the same thing. That was a
Yeah,
lesson that
Gab,
so
what she
my
say?
power must be humble. She said that was a lesson not to assume my power and be humble about that spirit stuff, human at the end of the day, which means a lot. Yeah,
Exactly, true. Because you had the experience that I had, not good, and I knew it was like a wake up call. And when you're very in tune, like he said, you can get high off of it. Without it, it can fuck you up trying to even add to
but
what you
don't.
already naturally have
Yeah,
within.
but don't confuse. Don't confuse. Let's not confuse the spirit stuff with the drug because
Yeah,
it's not the same. Yeah, the
right,
spiritual, a high a drug high is not spiritual, just to be honest.
right,
It's the trick you from the spiritual. You know what I
right,
mean? And it makes it get an illusional access to the spiritual realm. The
right,
spiritual realm is happening every day. A flower is spiritual. You know what I mean? This wall is spiritual. We know that this wall is moving.
Mm-hmm.
The drug gives you the quick illusion that it's actually moving, that you can see it physically. So then you're like, well, when I was high, this wall was floating and moving, because we know it's made out of atoms, right? So we
Yeah.
know electrons and protons are constantly moving.
Yeah.
So the drug gives you the illusion that you can actually
Go through that motherfucker.
see better. Yeah, go through it or see better, and or see it for what it really is. But
Yeah.
the real thing is that you can focus on the divinity and know you can see the same thing without the mind trip to where you fuck around and think that you can fly and jump off a balcony and you don't have no wings, and then you be like, I'm human, I'm human.
I
But
seen
it's
people
too
do
late.
that
You on the
though.
way
They
down.
take the drug and then they bust out through the window and end up falling straight down because they thinking for a minute out their head that they can fly or something. I've seen several
Yeah,
videos, yeah, stuff like that. So true, yeah. But
yeah.
I'm glad you got a wake up call and
The universe provides things for you that if you want to fly, the universe provides things for you so you can fly, right? From whatever man created with the airplane versus, you're a god, so you can create something to do all the things you want to do. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So don't ever do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Whoever had
yeah,
turned you on to that, what I'm saying? Don't do that
right.
shit again.
Ever.
Yeah. I don't push
You're in
drugs, but I don't knock them either. I don't knock them either, because you would have to not have
if
done
it
something
ain't
to
Mary
knock it.
Jane, if it ain't Mary, I can't.
Well, that's not a drug. Marijuana's not a drug.
Baby. I know. That's why I said if it ain't Mary, I can't do nothing else. But back home, because it's not legal, they call it a drug. Where I grew up from, and they be like, "You smoking drugs?" And yeah, to y'all because they arresting y'all ass over there for it. But it's no
I
drug.
don't. I don't. I personally don't think like shrooms out the ground, what the Native Americans was doing. I don't think that's a drug. I think anything can be bad for you if you're doing it too much, or it's the wrong
Well,
thing.
I
So
use
when,
mushrooms like
when
a
it comes to
therapeutic.
natural elements, I don't think that is like, you can, if you take a cocoa plant where the cocaine comes from, that is something that's gonna get you high, but it's worse when you start putting chemicals and things to it. So, with acid,
Right,
that's
right.
a chemical drug. It's not like marijuana, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah, I
awful.
don't
I
even
had
like
taken
to
shrooms before, it was nice, but only a little. And on a camping trip, if it's natural, I think it's okay. Exactly, Gab.
yeah,
That's what I think.
natural
I just
okay.
think I just think it should be done in moderation, whatever you do.
Right, true
You eat
that.
too much. Yeah, you eat too much is not good for you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if I've been fucking up that cake like I've been fucking up that cake in good moderation, it's not gonna be good for me. So I've been trying to take a break from it today.
right, right. So yeah, man.
But I thank you. Yeah, this is moderation and in the right circumstances and reason. I have given up on meat and most substances unless I'm like, okay, that's great, giving up on meat. My son,
Nah, man,
he's
so
going through giving up
consuming.
on meat.
Gab is funny. She said
But
at the end of that, she said, "This is a lesson I learned, and I've been selfish in consuming."
me
Consuming what, Gab? Consuming what? Just consuming. What are you consuming? I've been selfish in consuming moderation, and in the circumstances and reasons I've given up meat and most substances. This is a lesson I'm learning. I've been selfish. I think she's
oh,
saying
she said
she
not
had.
consuming like no kind of like, outside drugs and stuff like that, like, acid and all that.
Right.
And meats and stuff, things that are unhealthy for her.
What's her sign, Lee? Gabby, what's her sign? I wonder what her sign is.
I don't know why I'm being stuck told a Libra, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it
Oh,
seems
love
like it's
cigarettes, people, money, all that. Okay.
Scorpio. I knew it. I
She was.
knew it. I'm a Scorpio. I knew it. That's what Scorpios do. We
Oh,
overindulge.
that's why I pulled this card for her. That's why I pulled this card for her in the beginning.
I can't see it, but
It
I
says it's
remember.
time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio.
Oh yeah,
And
and
she,
then Gab,
yeah,
I'm a Scorpio too, so that explains a lot. That's why I asked because when you once you said
the drug
overindulging, I said
indulgence,
Scorpio,
yeah, that's all the above.
Scorpio.
Yeah, but I still picked up Libra energy, so that don't mean that it might not be one like her rises or something too. I picked up
Well,
the
she might, Ricky, what you might have picked up is that she probably need Libra's assistance to balance, because Libra balances. So she might need the Libra assistance to deal with her Scorpio energy, you know what I'm saying? At
yeah,
the
yeah.
time.
She said that's why it's been
From the
deep.
moon
Yeah.
too.
Scorpio,
Yeah.
that's deep. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm a water
Yeah.
sign like y'all. So we watered up in here. And then that's why you put the high priestess
Yeah.
like water flowing with the high priestess
Yeah.
card pulled, which she had donated. So that
Yeah.
makes sense, it all vibes, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I had to quit smoking
the
cigarettes myself too, Gab. I had to leave those cigarettes alone. I had to unsmoke in peace. I said I was not gonna let a little cigarette overpower me. I'd be damned, you know.
right. Right. Well, yeah, Scorpios, we're gonna overindulge. I think there's three levels of the Scorpio. You have
She said
the
she leave.
tail, right? In Scorpio, you have the what is it? The tail, and then the phoenix, and then the eagle. So the tail is the scorpion thing that you got to master. Accurate reading, you call my full chart. Yeah. So you have to master the tail. You have to, deal with the phoenix of rising up, burning the fuck out, and going back to the ashes, and then rising up, and we'll get stuck right there. Scorpions, first we're stuck on the tail. So first we on some sexual stuff and trying to, like damn, why everybody just don't want to, fuck and just, we be on that tip. And then you have to master that shit because that shit we're ruled by our genitals. Like cancers, y'all are ruled by your stomachs. Scorpions are ruled by our genitals. So we have to master the tail, and then after you master the tail, you like, okay, nah, I'm not, I'm loyal. So if I have sex with someone or I do something with someone, it has to be loyalty there. You know what I mean? Because if we're not careful, that's where we're going to get controlled at out of our love and out of our emotions. So a person can show affection for us, and then we get stuck on the tail realm and just be stuck on giving them whatever they need because we're that kind of emotional, being. Then you get the Phoenix, and the Phoenix will have you doing some amazing shit. You be like, damn, I just closed like 5 deals. I just got money. I just got this. Just met this other motherfucker. I just helped this other motherfucker because we're resources too. Like we specialize in resources. So you're like, I gave him some resources. I gave this nigga everything he needed. He got that. You good? You good? And then you burn the fuck out, and you be like, damn. I just helped everybody. And I ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to get past, yeah, then you have to get past the phoenix of going through that. So then the next one is ego, right? So then that's where, you know, you'll watch people like Puff Daddy, they hit that ego. But I see Puffy go through Phoenix too sometimes. But then when you're on that ego, you like this. And you like, I'm only coming down to strike. You know what I'm saying? So the way I used to use my tail to strike when I got mad for revenge, now there's no revenge because I'm flying alone and I'm only flying with other eagles. So if you're not an eagle, I'm not gonna be around you anyway. So you can't bother me, you can't distract me, you can't give me acid, you can't throw me off. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But then I'm gonna strike down on what I need. I'm gonna move like an eagle moves. You know what I mean? And eagles, fly together. Yes, but Scorpios are about death and rebirth. Only are in the Phoenix. If we get stuck in that Phoenix, the Phoenix is death and rebirth. But you can reach the highest level in Scorpio, which is the eagle. So
Uh-huh.
that is a constant cycle. Everyone is bigger transformation. Does it stop? I'm wondering. Yes, it stops when you get off of the Phoenix level. It's the tail, the Phoenix, and the eagle. Once you get to that eagle level, Puffy, he's a Scorpio. I don't know if you know who Puff Daddy is. It's probably like I don't even know Puffy, but he's a business mogul rapper and whatnot. I think Future's a Scorpio, Drake's a Scorpio, and he said certified lover boy, and you can kind of look at his projects and you can kind of see each realm that he went through. Drake, as far as growing as a scorpion, then he gets older, wiser, and he hits that ego level. So that's the level you want to hit, that ego, because that's what the love level. That's the level where you're not burning out and crashing and having to re-evolve again in Scorpio. And once you get there, it's Gucci. That's where I'm at right now. It took me a minute to get there. I'm not gonna lie, but and then sometimes I'd be missing the Phoenix. I'd be like, boy, I remember I used to burn the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I think about that, but the ego is so much better because it's clarity. You know what I'm saying? And it's accuracy, so you don't burn out.
When I think about the burnout, I think about how it helps me enjoy the fact that I am getting some rest because I was like, I burnt the fuck out. So I'm thankful for this. It
Yeah,
reminds me why I need some rest. Cause,
yeah.
but that's true though what you said. Thank you for that, Ron. I really appreciate your great information and the things
Hmm.
um you've been saying
Hmm.
and Gab, we thank you too for, conversing and tapping in and everybody that's been tapping in and listening. Um,
Yeah, I appreciate being on here, man. It was dope. Next time I won't try to look as raw as I was. I've been,
oh, you
I've
fine.
been,
I'm
I've been
raw,
on the,
raw. We real. We real over here. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We ain't over
yeah.
here.
So Ricky Jackson, I definitely appreciate you, sharing your platform with me and whatnot.
Thank you for taking the time to come here and, out of your busy schedule. And I appreciate that. We appreciate it. And you're always welcome back. You're always welcome back at any time, because you've got some dope information. You always, you know what I'm saying, bring the real.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, well, have a blessed night. Unless there's something else am I making a good outro?
No, you good. You
Good. Okay.
gave us a good hour and 30 minutes, and that's a great, vibe. We appreciate you. Until
I
next time,
bet.
keep it triple OG
Uh,
and live in peace.
yep, yep, yep,
Live in peace and not
yep,
in.
y'all. Yep. Hey, everybody that chimed in or chime and watch this later, I appreciate y'all. Love
And y'all,
y'all.
he has a
Remember,
podcast too, so y'all follow him. I'll drop the link, and y'all can go follow him because he does go and he, wants some more information from him. Gabby, you all go over there to Real Online Network, subscribe, and catch some more
hmm,
dopeness. And that's
yep.
it. I
Yep.
appreciate you. One
All
love.
right, peace. One love.
All right, y'all. That was Run from Real Online Network. Taskmaster in the building. Taskmaster in the building. I hope y'all can still hear me though, because I be trying to keep my audio straight. Keep my audio on deck. But yeah, y'all, I told y'all because tonight I we wanted to come back on here. I wanted to come on here for a little bit, go live, and converse. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? 11:35. What's tomorrow? Sunday. We will be back again on Sunday. I do appreciate it. Gabby, did you good? I hope that we was able to help you and everything. I thank you for coming in. I hadn't saw you in a while, so it was good to see you flying on up in here with us, the rest of us angels. But if y'all don't have any more questions, I just want to say thank y'all again. We appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night.